it's me again, Angeli, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In continuation with our previous video, today we will gonna do something interesting that will surely and definitely be useful in our outdoor activities, which is the knot tying. Do we really have to know how to do it? Well, before getting into that knot tying, of course it is very important to get acquainted first with its basic and essential things that you should know. First and foremost, a knot is a tying made by a piece of a rope or a string or something similar that may be useful or decorative. Also, it refers to a stopper or a knob at the end of the rope to avoid that end from slipping through a garment or eye. Knot tying consists of techniques and skills employed in a tie, knot, ribbon, rope, nylon, and others. And each knot is suited for a specific task. The correct tying of knots can be different between a good-looking knot and a safety one. It is very important to recognize the difference between a knot that does work and a knot that doesn't work or for decoration only.
But we will be focusing on the useful one, which is the practical knot.
Practical knot can be classified as stopper knots,
in which we have here the overhand knot, slip knot, figure of 8, and double overhand knot.
Termination knots
Include figure 8 loop and double overhand loop,
joining knots,
which is the double fisherman's knot,
friction knots,
namely Prusik, distal hitch, Blake, knot, Klemheist, Schwabisch, French Prusiks, Valdetin truss or VT that soon developed into XT.
and fastening knots.
Under this is the timber hitch, clove hitch, bowline, running bowline with hitches.
Now this time, without further ado, grab your nuts and do it with me.
Step 1. Pass the tail over itself to form a loop. Step 2. Continue under and around the standing end. Step 3, which is the last step, complete the knot by passing the tail down through the loop. And there you go, it forms the figure of 8. In making this knot, this will be our standing end and this will be our working end. First step, we need to make a loop for this knot. This will be right over left. Grab the working end and insert it from the back through the loop. Insert it once more. Pull both ends to secure the knot. And this is the double overhead knot. Here we are going to join two knots. Step 1. Hold two working ends with both hands. Step 2. Form a loop starting with your left working end. Step 3. Make another loop inward. Step 4. Insert the working end under the two loops outward. Tighten the loop by pulling the working end while holding the standing end. Proceed to the right side working end. Step 7. Form a loop. Step 8. The first loop must be towards the other side inwards, and then step 9. Make another loop, and we have two loops now. Step 10. Insert the working end under the two loops. Step 11. Tighten the loop by pulling the working end while holding the standing end, just like what we did from the other side. Step 12. Secure both end knots. Lastly, you can now pull both standing ends of your rope and securely connect it. And that's how you do the fisherman's knot or grapevine knot. Step 1. Make a loop around using your working end. Step 2. Continue the loop for 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Step 3. Tighten and compress the working end from the step 2. Step 4. Insert the working end under the first and second loop. Step 5. Tighten both ends. Last but not the least, double overhand knot in the working end knot to prevent a slip. And that's how you make a Blake hitch. First step, you have to make a loop around the peg. Second, make another loop under. Third, be sure that you hold the first loop. And fourth, insert it under to continue the knot. And that's forming the clove hitch.
We made it! Be reminded that these basic knots are very crucial for outdoor activities, from tying up bags and equipment to building tents. Thus, be mindful as well of the appropriate knot tying, because if you fail to do so, then might as well you also fail to make it a safety one. I guess I have said everything I needed to say, so let's tie this up.
Hear the night storm,